everyone. Road trip at day one. It's 7:36. We spent the whole of yesterday trying to get stuff loaded into the van and get the caravan tidy, but it was just, most of the day was a write-off, and we've just got so much stuff left to pack. We've got all this stuff here. All this stuff at the front here. Car seat. I'm just genuinely worried about where we're going to put it all, or whatever. It might be one of those things we might just have to just cut things down as we go, because at this moment in time we've got way too much stuff. We've got about an hour before we've got to get away, because somebody's having semi-permanent makeup doing. So that's the first deadline, is we've got to get the van packed, everybody out, ready to go at 8:30.
I'm not really sure whether this is going to do it justice or not, but just so you can see how much stuff there is that I've loaded into this van. So we're going to have to cut this right back, because I didn't really want to have anything other than pram wheels on the floor of the camper, because I don't want to get to a park up or get to a site and have to spend 45 minutes to an hour moving everything round so I can get the bed out. And for those who say that women aren't emotional, Lisa genuinely shed tears as we said goodbye to our caravan. My oldest nephew Jack has grown really fond of Rory and looks at him like another little brother. Whilst we were talking about our trip and where we were going, I asked him what he was going to do for Rory for his birthday, and just listen to what an amazing answer this is.
What are you going to do when are you going to do about Rory?
Oh mate, you'll get a full shebang.
What are you going to do for him?
I'll probably send him a postcard to where he is, if he can read. And then just send him a little message, and then you and then, or we can just like.
What about my birthday?
Well, we'll do it for everybody's birthday.
Yeah.
As long as like we see you every day.
Are you going to miss the most? Your favourite nephew or your favourite uncle?
Nephew.
Cousin.
Uncle, because he was there first.
I was there first.
Yes.
Come on. And what sort of things do you want us to go and see whilst we're away?
I want us to go see like some monuments in every country, like what is it? Like what's that statue where it stands like that?
Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah, and go some lovely walks around.
Walks, monuments. What about war zones?
What do you mean in Ukraine?
Come here. I'm going to miss you, mate, I am.
We all are.
Love you, pal.
Love you.
And before you know it, it was time for the final goodbyes. So we start to pack up our things and get ready for the 4 or 5, maybe 6 hour journey south down the M6 and down the M5 and make our way to Cofton, where we'll spend the first week of our European adventure.
Oh, bye.
Gonna miss you, man. Gonna miss you, boss. I'm gonna miss you. I'll give you. Started it now, so I'm going to get in it for all that with you, mate. I'll see you. Can't believe it. Jamie, come here. Take care, be careful. I'll be round the corner, yeah.
And so there we go, Van Turismo begins.
So that's us arrived safely in Devon now, so I'll just give you a quick tour of where we're staying for the next week before we head to Europe. So this is the main living area. TV, Lisa, wee man doing what he does best, having his milk. It's a nice little balcony area out here. I'll show you this in the morning just so you can see what it looks like. It's a lot busier than what I was expecting, to be fair. Into the kitchen area now. Nice kitchen area. Massive fridge. Someone's left a few tins behind, which is good of them. Nice bathroom. Decent sized shower. Big bedroom. Ensuite in there. Spare bedroom here. Now into the best bit of all. Get a bit of light out here. That is the hot tub.
So, you know when you're on holiday and you feel obliged to do stuff, even though the weather's a bit atrocious, it's blowing a hoolie, you want to make the most of your time. Look at this.
Hot tub weather. And before you ask, yeah, the weather really was that bad. We didn't leave the caravan until approximately 2:30. So we had a little walk down from Cofton down to the local village to see if we could try and get ourselves a bit of a pub lunch, but both the pubs that we went to, one wasn't serving food and one was a bit busy, and they were cutting up loads of fish and stuff like that at the bar, so it absolutely honked. So we just turned back around and headed up towards Cofton, where we had an absolutely beautiful meal. Good morning, everyone. We bring you here from the sunny south coast of Devon. It is Wednesday today. Something like this, I'll show you outside so you can see the view from the decking. Bit grey at the moment or whatever, but as you can imagine in the summer this place is absolutely amazing. So today's a massive day really. It's Judgment Day for packing the van, so all that we are going to do today is just make sure that that van is absolutely ready to be packed up and ready to go, because that is, and what I don't want to be doing is like we were before, which was rushing about like a maniac trying to make sure that the van's got all the stuff out. Yep, I'm just saying there's definitely a baby in there somewhere. And just so you can see the scale of the problem that we've got. And bear in mind we've got clothes and stuff like that inside the caravan. There's a hell of a lot of stuff that we've got to find somewhere to put it. You'll never guess what, I think we've only gone and done it. Let me show you how it looks. So I'm going to try and get the van cleaned before we go, so just ignore the dirt. So from the outside then, so when we are, and it's going to be hot, we've got the wind out sun canopy there. That's about 2.5 meters long, so the handle for that's on the inside. On the back here we've had fitted a 500 litre Fiamma storage box. And we've also had a new bike rack fitted as well to make sure that we can hold it. So thank you very much to the guys at A&E for those, for fitting that for me at the last minute. So apart from that, on the outside, pop top 80 watt solar panel up there as well. So I'll just, whilst I'm walking to the front, I'll put a picture of what the van looked like when we set off for Devon. I'll tell you what, build suspense. So this is the passenger side. So the wee man's going to sit in the middle and just, you know, bits and pieces in places like this and wipes, cotton buds, some one-pot books, first aid kit. Really important documents there. We'll have to find somewhere to hide that. Round to the cockpit. Like I mentioned before, got a Malenko steering wheel lock. So in my side we've got another first aid kit. I've also got a into a European breakdown thingy. Now, I'll tell you what else I've done as well. Last month or so, I've been saving up any loose change. So I've got a big carrier bag there full of 1s and 2s and 5s and 10s. It's something that my stepdad always used to do before we used to go away. So I've done that as a sign of appreciation to him. Now, where I'm going to be driving, in the middle part here, I've got my Jackery solar generator 500. I've got the lithium battery there for that. I mean, that is going to be crucial to this trip, the Jackery, as I'll talk to you about that in a little bit of time. Right, the main event. Once again, I'll just stop here, just put a quick picture of what it looked like before. Okay, let's have a look inside. This is home sweet home for as long as we can possibly get away for. So, you know, obviously we've got to have a nice blanket and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to do a detailed tour of the van in a little bit of time as well, but things that we've had fitted is we've had this little shelf fitted there as well. I'll tell you what I did. I fitted the TV and the bracket, did that all on my own. That was amazing. And like I say, there's pretty much stuff put into every single nook and cranny. There's a pushchair and fold out Mosey's basket, so that'll be for when we get to places. Fridge, gas, water, and there is a load of stuff under there. But like I said, I'm going to do a detailed tour now. But as you can see, essentials, Berocca, mugs, bits to make, I don't know, food, nuts, and Lisa is an animal for Jallo. She loves hot food. I've also fit as well a little sticky on toilet roll holder. And well, I'm not going to spoil it for you anyway, because like I said, I'm going to do a full tour. So just to give you a brief sort of plan really for where we're going to be staying and stuff like that. So we've got a rough plan now. Some of the nights we're going to be staying on campsites, but we're going to coincide that sort of with maybe once a week, because we're only going to take enough clothes for 7 days. 2 weeks worth for the wee man in case he throws up every day. So we're going to flip between sites, airs and park ups, depending on what the weather forecast is and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to put an overlay on now of what the rough route is going to be for the first 90 days. So because of the Shenzhen rules, we're limited as to how much time we can spend in the 27 Shenzhen countries. So once we've been in for roughly 75 days, we will then go east and head out of the Shenzhen countries, and that's where you guys come in. So we're going to allow you guys to decide where we go, our first set of countries, once we leave the Shenzhen. So that'll be around about the middle of April time. So I'm going to put a link in a description for what the list of countries are, and you can go and vote on there, and by the end of February we'll be able to put a plan in place of where it is that we're going to go. So list 1 is Romania, Bulgaria, Moldova. Another one is Serbia, Kosovo and Bosnia. And finally, the furthest east is Armenia, Georgia and Turkey. So we'd love it if you went down and voted for where we go next. And for those of you that have watched us that haven't already, we'd love it if you could subscribe so you can follow this journey with us. So today is the 4th of January. So when this goes out, you know, we'll definitely be abroad by that point. So if you could subscribe, like the video, and let us know in the comments any nice places to go on the coast of Spain, or Portugal or Morocco, and we'll see you as we go on our big European tour, Van Turismo.